Now, the questions at the Mike Duffy trial for the judge are quite specific. Is he guilty of these various fraud offenses, breach of trust? Did he accept a bribe? All of that. But the question for me that on day 5 of this trial is arising is, did Mike Duffy ever pay for anything in the 4 years he was a senator? In my hand, I've got part of an exhibit, which are invoices that Mr. Duffy submitted to a colleague of his he'd contracted to act as a consultant, who in turn seems to have funneled money to all sorts of people and for all sorts of things. And there are pictures that Mr. Duffy was getting framed at the Framers in Ottawa, photographs of, I guess, sometimes him, sometimes pictures of other people who'd had a good day in the local newspaper in Charlottetown, the lieutenant governor for one. And these are all lovely gestures to make. You know, you see a friend of yours or a colleague gets a nice story in the paper, so you get a copy of the paper and you frame it and you give it to them. But he didn't do that. He did that, but he did it on the taxpayer's dime. And you know, we're now going through some of the contracts, including the contract to Gerald Donahue, the fellow who sort of had a reserve pool of Mr. Duffy's funds to spend for him. And, you know, the effort the suspended senator went to collect things like occasional taxi fares and coffees in the parliamentary dining room. I find it shocking. I don't think he ever reached into his pocket once in 4 years. And that, I guess, is the question for the rest of us, if not for the judge.